Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Today is Tuesday, November 27th, and I'm bringing you a real Canadian Superstore grocery haul. My name is Janice, for those of you who don't know me or haven't been following my channel for very long. I live and work in Manitoba, Canada. I work at a Canadian grocery store chain called Sobeys, and I do some of my grocery shopping there, partly because I have a store employee discount, but also because we are a Scene Plus sponsor, so you can collect Scene Plus points there that you can redeem to go to movies or to redeem in-store for grocery items. But I also do some of my grocery shopping, a large part of it actually, at Real Canadian Superstore. They have pretty good prices. Our sale items at Sobeys are good too, but overall the base prices on a lot of things are better at Superstore, but primarily I shop at Superstore because of their points program, the PC Optimum program. So those are the two main places I do my grocery shopping, and typically I save up my Scene Plus points and my PC Optimum points all year to redeem during the Christmas season on food items that helps take a bite out of other expenses during the Christmas holiday season. If you've been following my channel at all, you'll see that I posted a Sobeys haul the other day where I redeemed $100, which was basically the balance of my Scene Plus points at that time. So I'm basically starting from scratch. I have just shy of $10 in Scene Plus points left, and today was the day that I decided to use the bulk of my PC Optimum points. A while back, I had a maximum, the highest point I was at this year was $430 in PC Optimum points. And then I went into this today with around $370 in points. And I didn't redeem it all, but I redeemed a big chunk of it. I actually redeemed $280 in points, but then I earned a whole bunch back, so I'm sitting at over $100 in points left after this purchase today. But let me show you what all I picked up. I don't know if I'm going to try and read through the receipt as I go and find the prices for you, because that takes quite a bit of time. There's a lot of items on this bill, so it would take me quite a bit of time to give you all the prices, and to find them all I'd be hemming and hawing a lot in between, so I may not do it. If I happen to see a price off to the side here as I'm scanning my receipt, I will tell you, and if not, that's fine. We don't have to do that every single time, but I'm just going to give you a rundown of what I picked up, and I'll tell you what points I got at the end. I got a flat of 2.5 dozen eggs from work, obviously because it's Christmas baking season. And then I bought a box each of Shreddies and Chex. I make a Chex mix at Christmas time, and it makes 2 big large cookie sheets full. So I want to make that in the next few days. I have some company coming over on Friday, and I want to be able to just share a little bit of that and just have lots on hand through the Christmas season just to munch on. The cranberry ginger ale, you'll see anything that is yellow packaging black bar that says no name, like this is store brand for Superstore, and anything that's President's Choice is also Superstore store brand. Cranberry ginger ale, I use that in a Christmas punch along with raspberry sherbet, and then I hang candy canes along the side of the punch bowl as well to give it that kind of pepperminty taste. So I bought a 2-liter of that because I need that for my punch. We have some guests coming on Friday, so I'd like to be able to use that. Playtex tampons were on my offers. So I bought 2 boxes. Sometimes when they're on my offers, I'll buy more if the price is good, but these were full price at $9.98 each, or $9.99 each rather, so I just stuck with the 2 for time being. Getting a bit low on Bounce and Tide Pods, so decided let's get some more of those. Time to stock up. If I'm spending my points, gonna make a big purchase, we'll restock all the stuff we need. 2-pack of turkey kielbasa, this is my favorite sandwich meat I use to take sandwiches to work for my lunch. $6 for that. Tostitos, we use these in everything. I make a taco dip when we have company. We had company over on Saturday, so I used a better part of 2 bags, which is my last 2 bags, for dipping in the taco dip. But I also use them just for making nachos, and we are having more company on Friday, so I might make more taco dip, in which case I need more Tostitos. We also use those in taco salad too. So, and because I'm pretty much out of Tostitos, I needed to get some more in the house. The whipping cream is a small container here. I use that. There's a Christmas recipe I found for a square that requires a little bit of that, so that's why I didn't buy a bigger container, so I bought it for that purpose. The Frank's Red Hot Buffalo sauce, that is for the Chex Mix. There's just a little bit that goes in there. I also need goldfish colored crackers for that, and surprisingly Superstore was out, so I'll have to go back to Sobeys and get a bag of those. The No Name brand pickles, I bought these dill chips rather than just the full-sized pickles this time, but that's okay. I like those. Those are already pre-sliced. They're good for sandwiches. Tender Flake tart shells. I make a recipe called turtle tarts, usually around Christmas time and sometimes other times too, but usually at Christmas. And that recipe requires 2.5 dozen tart shells. I did pick up 2 dozen at a previous Superstore grocery haul, which is also on my channel, but 2 dozen is not quite enough. That recipe makes 2.5 dozen, so I want to get one more 12-pack of shells for that. running low on ketchup, so I grabbed a bottle of ketchup on my order. This actually was not an in-store shop. I actually did a click and collect type shop where it was the Superstore pickup. Ordered it online last night and paid a $1 service fee to save my sanity, basically. So because I went to pick that up at 5 o'clock today. So rather than brave the crowds at 5 o'clock, I just simply ordered it online, paid $1 for the fee to do so, and saved my sanity by not having to go in there. I've already spent 5 hours working at my store today. I didn't need to brave another store tonight. 4 cans of chili style tomatoes. Whenever I make chili, I need 2 of these. And if I make taco soup in the crock pot, I need 1 of these. So I'm just restocking. I don't think I have any chili style tomatoes in the house. I do have chili style beans in the house, which I use in chili. But the chili style tomatoes, I'm pretty sure I do not have. So I got 4 cans of those. 1 batch of taco soup requires 3 cans of pinto beans. So I got 3 of those. And taco soup also requires 1 can of the Aylmer canned tomatoes with Italian seasoning. I got 2 just to restock myself, just to make sure, because crock pots of chili and crock pots of taco soup are great during the winter months. 1 more can of dark red kidney beans. I think I might have some kidney beans, but no more than 1 or 2 cans, so I want to have 1 more to add to my pantry. Same thing with the tomato paste. I have a couple cans, but not nearly enough, so I wanted to grab 2 to add to my pantry. Armstrong cheese is on my offers this weekend, so I grabbed a block of marble and a block of extra old white cheddar. Jello powder. The recipe I'm talking about with the whipping cream all the way down there requires cherry jello. Don't have that in the house, so I ordered 1 of those. I ordered 2 orange jello powders. I made a dish called Peach Bavarian on the weekend, which would have required 2 peach jello powders. I did not have, so I substituted them for orange jello powders, but that means I am out of orange jello, so I grabbed 2 to replenish that, and that means I also should grab some peach jello powders, and I tried to, but when I was looking through the list of everything on the Superstore app, I did not see peach jello listed as an option, so I did not order any, because there wasn't any available. I'll have to go back to Sobeys and grab some there. Baking soda, I noticed when I was doing my Christmas baking the other day, I'm running low, so I got another container of that. Mandarin orange segments, I need a can or 2 of that. If I make ambrosia salad, I need some in that. And I have, I think, 1 good can of mandarin orange segments in the house. The other ones I have are well past their best before date and need to be gotten rid. So I thought, well, I'll have, if I'm planning to use at least 1 can of mandarin orange segments coming up, then I better have at least 1 more as a backup in my pantry. I'd like to actually stock up at some point and get more canned goods, like more of these, more tomato paste, more of the Italian seasoning stuff, and really restock the canned goods a little bit better even than this, and maybe even an extra ketchup or an extra mustard, and maybe even some more jello powders. But for right now, I'm just trying to have a couple on hand at the very least, just enough to get through the holidays at minimum. 3 packages of these Celebration finger cookies, milk chocolate. I actually saw on the Superstore app they had one that was a gingerbread cookie. I ordered that, and unfortunately it was out of stock. And I've got these mixed cherries. I forget if this was for the recipe I'm talking about down here or a different recipe, but I saw a recipe for Christmas baking that called for these, and so I got them. I don't know if I'll use them or not. This is kind of cherry. I think you can also use it in fruitcake. This marshmallow cream is supposed to be for that same recipe with the cherry jello over there, as are the maraschino cherries. I have some maraschino cherries already on the go in the fridge, a fresh jar that I just opened, but between making shortbread, those maraschino cherries go in the center of my shortbread cookies as well. And then if some go in this square too, I'm probably going to go through them pretty quickly. I'll probably go through the jar that's in my fridge pretty fast already between making some more shortbread cookies and that square, so I wanted to have another jar on hand, because I'm pretty sure I may run short, or pretty close to it. And then a 12-pack of cherry Coke. We like cherry Coke in this house once in a while, it's a treat, but also because this same recipe with the cherry jello and the marshmallow puff cream, actually the recipe for the frosting requires a little bit of cherry cola. I'm not sure how this will turn out, but I'm going to give it a try, hopefully the next day or 2, but it sounds good, so I thought, well, we like to drink it anyway. Rather than just get 1 can or 1 bottle and pay a ridiculous amount for buying like a single small bottle, let's get a 12-pack. We can drink the rest or share them when we have company or what have you. Iceberg lettuce, need some produce in the house, and tomatoes, just bought a few of those to go on my taco dip, and also to have, if we were to make taco salad, we need lettuce anyway and tomatoes, and they'll go with the Tostitos and whatever, or even just tomatoes just in sandwiches. Lettuce and tomatoes both can go in sandwiches. just nice to have some produce. That's really the only produce I bought on this grocery haul. A lot of this was Christmas baking type stuff and canned goods stock up. And then over here, here's snack food stock up for the Christmas season. I never buy this many bags of Crispers, ever. But again, this was a stock up and I'm spending my points. Very little actually came out of pocket. So these are going to be, if we have company, we can put some out or we can just munch on them ourselves over the holidays, whatever. 1 bag of ranch, 1 bag of all dressed, 2 of barbecue, 2 ketchup. Apparently I bought 2 salt and vinegar. I thought I only bought 1, but that's okay. 2 dill pickle. And then Bits and Bites, I got 4 bags of the original. Apparently there are flavors of Bits and Bites as well, but I just bought the original for now. 1 bag of rolled gold pretzels. Those are going in my Chex Mix. 2 bags of Chip-Its butterscotch chips. I know if you're watching from the US, you guys have Ghirardelli chocolate or Nestle. We don't have Nestle up here. Periodically, you might see some kind of Ghirardelli bits of chocolate up here, but not regularly. Nothing like you folks have in the US that are watching from there. Chip-Its are our main brand of baking chips that we have here. It seems like everybody in Manitoba or everybody in Canada makes this one particular square at Christmas. It's a no-bake square, and it requires colored mini marshmallows, peanut butter, and butterscotch chips, and I think some butter too. But inevitably, if you don't buy these and the colored mini marshmallows ahead of time, the stores will run out. Never fails. So I have some mini marshmallows already, and I have some butterscotch chips already, but I'm buying a little more right now just to make sure I have enough to get through the holiday season. I'd like to make a couple pans of that square, but I have used some butterscotch chips along with milk chocolate chips to melt and make a frosting for another square called Special K Slice too. So between using that for that frosting, between making that frosting and then making that square, I may run short. So I thought I better get some while there's still stock somewhere. Popcorn twists. These are melt in your mouth. These are really, really good. We like these. But there's also a recipe on the back for Old Dutch caramel corn. You can see the recipe there. You use butter, or not margarine, apparently butter, brown sugar, and light corn syrup. And then you melt that all together and then pour it over these. And apparently they make a really, really good snack. I've never made them. I like to eat those just straight, but maybe I should buy a second bag just to try making the caramel corn. And then, I don't know. But anyway, I'm thinking I might give those a try this time. But they're also very good just to snack on just as they are. And then Doritos, 2 bags of these, also for having company or to munch on ourselves. And then I decided to try Aleve. Here in Canada, we can't get Excedrin migraine, so if we ever duck across the border to go to Grand Forks or Fargo to do cross-border shopping, I usually buy Excedrin migraine. Tylenol and Advil do not touch my migraines, but you know, I've heard a lot of people say Aleve is really good. This one doesn't say migraine, it just says back and body pain. And you know what? I've been having some sciatic nerve trouble lately, so this really appealed to me. The idea of something that might help with my back pain or my muscle pains or whatever was quite appealing. And a lot of people have said Aleve is very good, so I'm going to give it a try and see how it is. And yeah, we may still get across the border yet though to Grand Forks and do some Christmas shopping there, or cross-border shopping, and if so, you'll have to check back on my channel for a haul for that. But in the meantime, I wanted to give this a shot because a lot of people are saying that Aleve is actually quite effective. And then some M&Ms. These are the red, white, and green Christmas ones. They're mint flavored. I already had one bag like that in the house. Put it out in my candy bowl when we had company the other night, and it all got eaten, which is fine. I don't mind having them on hand just to eat, but sometimes at Christmas I like to make a cookie with red and green M&Ms in them just because they're red and green, and it's Christmas, and it just makes sense to have cookies with red and green in them. And then over here, a 20-pound bag of red potatoes. This I don't have to look at the receipt for to try and see if I can find the price. I just know that it is $9 for that. So that is where we're at, and apparently, I guess, used to be that you'd get a free gift from Superstore if you spent $200, and then it was eventually up to $250, and now I believe it is up to $300. I think my subtotal before the substitutions, they called me this afternoon, my subtotal was over $300, around $325 or $327, something like that, and they called me and said there were 6 things that they didn't have in stock I couldn't have. And I said, okay, that's fine. Not a problem. So I don't know if they were going based off of that amount or what, but they decided I was eligible for the free gift. I completely forgot. I never spend that amount in the store, or very seldom, so I hadn't even looked at the flyer to see what the free gift was, because I never usually spend that amount to be eligible for a free gift. That is like 2 or 3 times a year I might spend that much in one fell swoop. But apparently, I was eligible for the free gift, and it is an enameled cast iron roaster, 4.9 liters or 5 quarts, and it's red. I'm assuming it is probably dishwasher safe. I'll have to read the label and see all the particulars, but it's quite deep, as you can see. So that's actually a nice surprise. This thing is heavy, but obviously it's cast iron, so of course it's going to be heavy. It is quite heavy. Anyway, so as I said, way back a couple months ago, my maximum that I had hit for the year was $430. Spent some points on a previous grocery haul. If you look back a couple of videos ago, I spent $100 in points. And I earned a bunch of points back. I think that would have taken me down to $330, but I earned like $40 or $50 because I was back up to $370 going into today. And then I told them, okay, we're going to redeem $280. So let's show you what the points were I got here. I had, that actually says something about a free substitute minus $27.99. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's probably because that's the free item, I guess. So if that is the case, the free substitute or free item was $27, $27.99. So it's $28 value for free. Not too bad. And when you think about this, if you look, after tax, my total was $292.76. I redeemed the loyalty $280. That's $280 I redeemed. Out of pocket, I spent $12.76. So I spent $12.76 out of pocket and got an almost $30 item for free. Potatoes, I earned 1,800 points. Armstrong cheese blocks, I earned 3,200 points. Tampons, 4,000 points. So again, after tax, $292.76. I paid $1 for the pickup fee, which at $1 to save my sanity is not a bad thing. I don't know if I'll do that all the time, because when I get meat or when I get produce, I like to go in and pick my own and examine things for myself. But right now, being the Christmas season and working as much as I am, working 2 jobs, working as many shifts as I am, right now, just having the order ready to go as soon as I leave work, just go drive over, have them load my car. It's so much simpler. But again, I earned 1,800 points on potatoes, 3,200 on cheese, 4,000 on tampons. After tax, $292.76. Redeemed $280 in points. You can see that I earned 9,000 points back for a closing balance of 105,019 points. So I'm not completely done here. I redeemed $280 in points, and I'm only out of pocket $12.76, I believe, and earned a $28 value roasting pan for free. But I still have $105 in points left. So whether I use them, I get paid again in a week and a half, and that would be, I'm not sure what date that would be. That's like it's about the 6th or 7th of December, something like that. Whatever date that is, I can't remember off the top of my head, and I don't have my calendar right handy, but I get paid in a week and a half again, and then the next payday after that will be 2 weeks later, which will be right before the Christmas weekend. So whether I use that $100 in points that I have left a week from now or 2 weeks after that, either way, I have that available still to use before Christmas. So I will just have to take a look at everything next week and see what my grocery list looks like for next week. I'll need to pick up some stocking stuffers either then or 2 weeks later. So I'm very thankful I have $105 in points left. You have to use them in $10 increments. So I basically have $100 in points available to use before Christmas. So I'm very, very thankful for that. That will definitely make life a lot easier in terms of having to buy stocking stuffers or other items in the next few weeks. This is a busy and hectic and expensive time of year. So if I have my Christmas dinner and my Christmas baking supplies and maybe even some of my stocking stuffers covered by points, this is why I do this all year. This is why I save up. This has been a huge help. The $100 in Scene Plus points the other day, almost $300 to $100 in points today. I paid less than $13 for this. Not too bad. And a free roaster. So I'm very, very happy with that. Anyway, I won't keep rambling on any further. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and a comment down below if you'd like. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing and make sure your notification bell is turned on, because if we do go across the border this coming weekend to do some shopping, which we may or maybe we won't, I don't know. But if we do, I'll post a haul, and certainly a week and a half from now when I do my next grocery shopping run, there'll be another video. And there may be some other ones showing our Christmas decor around the house, so you won't want to miss any of those. So if you'd like to stay tuned and stay in touch with me and follow my videos further, please make sure you're subscribed. And I really, really appreciate those of you that already have subscribed and follow me. Appreciate you all very, very much. This channel would not be it's a small channel still, but it wouldn't be what it is at all without any followers. So I really appreciate those of you that already do follow me. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Well, it's only Monday, but I hope your week is off to a good start. Hope you're having a good start to the Christmas season and that the weather is treating you well wherever you are living. And we will see you in the next video. I hope everybody's having a great week. I hope it continues. See you next time. Have a good week, everyone.